All right, Clemson Nation, settle in, because the man's coming. Here comes the champ, the head coach of your Clemson Tigers, Dabo Swinney. How about them Tigers?
You know, they said that Thad Turnipseed, first of all, I want to thank Thad Turnipseed and all the administration for what an unbelievable job they did in putting this together this week. Let's give Thad and his crew a hand. Thad called me earlier in the week. He said, Coach, I don't know, we might need to move the parade. It's supposed to rain. It's supposed to, and I said, Thad, we're having the parade. And you show up in January and you get a day like this. You tell me God ain't a Clemson fan? Come on now. I've been with Jadar Johnson 4 years. That's the most I've heard him say in 4 years. And you talking about your dad, I'm gonna lift up your mom, Tabitha. All right, she's over here somewhere too. There she is. I know who runs that house, Tabitha. Don't you worry. I got your back. Our last practice before we went to Tampa, we practiced right here on this field. Friday morning, last Friday morning before we went down. And the last thing I said to the team when we called them up, getting ready to go shower and fly to Tampa, is I told them, I said, boys, that 1981 team's been awful lonely up here on that stadium for a long time. And this is the team that's going to join them. And the next thing I told them was, next Saturday, we're going to have a parade to celebrate, and Death Valley is going to be packed to the house to celebrate the national champions, the 2016 national champions. You know, last year, when the season was over, there were lots of books written, lots of documentaries, lots of DVDs, and I told the team all year long this year, I said, guys, all those people, all they can do is just document and report what happened. What y'all need to understand is we got the pen in our hands, and we write the story. We write the ending. And what an ending they wrote Monday night in Tampa, Florida. What an ending. My first team, my 09 team, we played for that ACC championship in that stadium. I'll never forget walking off that field and oranges being thrown at us. Then they sent us to the Music City Bowl to play in 20-degree weather. And we won. But God had something big for us. For that team, we needed to win a division. But here we were 8 years later, walking off that field as the national champions. Special. The Bible says in Philippians 4:13, for I can do all things, not some things, for I can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. thank my family. I want to thank my beautiful wife, Kathleen. Kathleen, will you stand up? My three boys, Will, Drew, and Clay, that are somewhere right here. Y'all stand up. Stand up. I want to thank my mom, who's sitting right here. Stand up, Mom. Y'all probably can't see her, but she's standing. That's the toughest lady I've ever known right there. I want to thank my brother, Tracy, the bald-headed guy you always see around me. I want to thank Tommy Bowden for bringing me to Clemson, South Carolina. I always tell the players, it's a game of emotion, but you can't be emotional. It's hard for me to not be emotional when I thank Terry Don Phillips for giving me the opportunity to lead this program. There's not a lot of people in this world that have the guts and the conviction to do what they believe, regardless of what other people think. Terry Don Phillips, he's one of those men. And Jim Barker, he is as well. So I just want to thank Terry Don Phillips and President Barker for allowing this to happen. I want to thank our board of trustees, amazing group of folks. I want to thank President Clements. This doesn't get any better than President Clements. I want to thank Dan Radakovich. He has just been, when he took the baton from Terry Don, man, he has run with it. And he has been a tremendous blessing to this program, to this university, and to this staff. And I'm so thankful. I want to give a special thanks to my coach. He's like a father to me, a mentor. Doesn't get near the credit that he deserves for helping me run this program day in and day out, and that is Coach Woody McCorvey. People have no idea what Woody does. He is my sounding board. He's a rock for me. He gave me an opportunity to play. He gave me a scholarship. Helped get me hired. Crazy thing about it is he grew up on Highway 31 in Atmore, Alabama. I grew up on Highway 31 in Pelham, Alabama. Man, only God can bring two guys together from Pelham and Atmore and create a moment like this. It's special. I want to thank you fans. I am so dadgum happy for all of the Tiger Nation. You guys deserve this. that have come through Clemson. It's been such a blessing to get to know a lot of y'all and meet you. And thank you for the traditions. Thank you for that 81 team for proving and giving me the belief that it could be done. Thank you for that. And I want to especially thank my former players, my previous teams. One of the things that I really try to pour into these guys is to understand how we got here. And for those teams that came before this one, what we did was meant for them. What this team did was meant for now. But all of us are a part. Every one of you previous teams and former players that I've had, you got a piece of this trophy. You can bet on that. Now, I want to say a special thanks. I want to say a special thanks to CJ Spiller. I don't know if he's out here anywhere. I still got that card on my desk. I made him promise me, because I knew he was a man of his word, I made him sign a card that he would come and visit Clemson. First 5-star I've ever been able to sign. And that belief helped me build this program. And when he had a chance to leave, my first year as the head coach, his senior year, he stood up and he said, I'm staying because I want to leave this place. We're not done yet. He led us to that first division title. Unbelievable. In a time where you have players saying, hey, I don't want to play, CJ Spiller, not only did he play, he was the MVP. We went from the ACC championship game to the Music City Bowl in 20-degree weather, and he was the MVP of that game as well, as we beat Kentucky. That's leadership. That's what all in looks like. And I want to also give a special shout out to my dandy dozen. My first recruiting class, I could only talk 12 guys into coming. That's it. But those 12 guys, the Malachi Goodmans, the Carrico Wrights, special. The Quandon Christians, the Shoeys, Shatleys, Rod McDowells, unbelievable. All 12 of them graduated. They all helped us make this program better. They led us to our first ACC championship in 20 years. Led by, now tied for the winningest quarterback in school history, Taj Boyd. I also want to thank all of our staff. I'm so blessed. Our staff, our support staff, everyone works so hard to help us be successful. The Bible says in Proverbs, where there is no counsel, the people fall. But in the multitude of counselors, there is safety. That's what I've had. I've had a multitude of good counselors around me. All right, and I'm standing up here talking But this staff, our support staff, our GAs, the people who clean the building are the epitome of all in. And I'm so thankful for them. I've made a lot of decisions, one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. And I want to just take a quick second. One of the best decisions I've ever made was hiring Dan Brooks. Dan Brooks, there will never be a better man, more loyal, more committed, cares about his players than Dan Brooks, ever. Dan is 65 and decided he wants to retire. He's going out on top. I tried to talk him out of it, but this is what he's ready to do. Dan Brooks, you deserve this, brother. You deserve it. Brooks. I want to just thank this team, this special team. This team was special from day one. The first team meeting we had when we got back from the national championship game last year, I walked in and I looked at these guys in the front row and I knew this is game on. They had a look in their eye that was determined. I truly believe that everything rises and falls on leadership. And the leadership and accountability of this team was truly amazing to witness all year long, day in, day out. I always tell these guys, championships are won when the stands are empty. Championships are won when nobody's watching. Never been around a more accountable group of leaders in my life. And these seniors made my job easy. Easy. Absolutely easy. And I'm so appreciative of this whole team, especially the leadership. And let me tell you, they earned it. They earned it. Nobody gave us jack. We played the toughest schedule in the country, and then we went and beat two of the best teams in the history of football. It just was meant to be exactly the way it happened. And I'm so thankful for the leadership that we had. I challenged them last spring that in order for us to get to Tampa, we were going to have to embrace the target. We were going to have to finish with no regrets. And in order to do that, everybody was going to have to give a little bit extra. And then we talked about what that little extra was. And that is exactly what I saw, and it's what you saw. The leadership, the accountability, the appreciation for each other was so special. I saw the little extra all year, and especially in that championship game. When I saw Renfro make a tackle, when I saw Dexter make a tackle, when I saw Deshaun strain to get that ball in the end zone, when I saw Mike Williams hang in the air, give a little extra to get that ball, when I saw Jordan Leggett turn and give a little extra to hang onto that ball, I saw it. When I saw those linemen giving a little extra to finish that block on the goal line, I saw those D linemen straining to defeat that guy in front of them. I saw Tanner Muse, straining to block that punt. I saw Wayne Gorman bouncing off guys, giving a little extra. I saw it all year in the Ohio State game. I saw Ray McLeod crack back and take 2 guys out. That's what a little extra looks like. But here's what I want you to know. It wasn't just on the field that I saw it. I saw it off the field. Their commitment, their character. In the midst of this national championship run, we set an all-time record. 48 guys made the honor roll 3.0 or higher. As we went into the playoff, I told our team that Alabama and Ohio State, they had bigger budgets, they had bigger stadiums, they had a bigger alumni base, they had more 5 stars, but that wasn't gonna matter because it was gonna be about belief. It was gonna be about our culture. It was gonna be about a will to win. It was gonna be about heart, about team, and most of all, it was gonna be about their love for each other and for Clemson University. Because when you love something and when you love each other, you'll do that little extra. And that's what we saw on Monday night. We saw a team do that little extra, and it was so fun to watch. And the last play of the game, last score of the game, epitomizes what this team is all about. You saw the 5-star quarterback throw the game winner to the walk-on wideout. That's what this team is about. Best is the standard, and every single year we are on a quest to be the very best we can be. And it's important that everybody here understands what I'm fixing to say, and these players understand it. Winning the national championship is great. I have literally dreamed about this. Dreamed about it. I've seen this. Still think I am dreaming. I've seen this. And it is great. But it's how we won that matters the most to me. I always told these guys, one of these days we're going to hold that trophy up, and when we do, we can be transparent and we can know we did it right. And I'm so thankful for these young men. But here's the deal. These trophies, this one's not made it back, I don't know where it's at. Good time to rob a bank in Clemson, South Carolina right now, huh? Here's what I want you to know. These things are beautiful. And man, we're gonna put this is gonna be displayed, it's gonna be great. But this trophy, these trophies, they're not gonna define us, ever. The culture of our program is what we will be defined by. And that culture is based on how we build men through their experience here at Clemson. That culture will be built by how we love and serve and care for our players and this community. That culture is built on how we teach these young people to love and serve and care for others. That's what our culture is going to be defined by. Coach Stallings Coach Gene Stallings, he taught me that the fun is in the winning. And I have carried that to my players. And the fun is in the winning. But it's how we win that will sustain us. And that is our focus. It's a daily commitment to being the very best that we can be. And we will continue to do that. And to the Board of Trustees, my first board meeting, Friday morning before we played Georgia Tech, my first game as an interim, Billy DeAndre calls me and wants to take me to the board meeting. I didn't want to go. I didn't really know any of them. And it was at 7 o'clock, I hadn't slept all week. And he said, you know, I just want to kind of wish you well, you might need to come. So, I get up and I go to this board meeting. And I walk in the room over at the Martin Inn, and they were all great. And I don't remember which one it was, but they were very supportive. But one of the board members says, Coach, we're very committed here. We just want to be great academically and athletically, like Georgia and Florida and Michigan. And I couldn't help it. The Alabama just came out of me. I was trying to keep my mouth shut, but I couldn't do it. And I figured right then, well, I'm probably not going to get this job, but I'm going to say it anyway. I said, sir, I do not want this to be disrespectful, but that is not my vision for Clemson at all. I want for all those other schools to want to be like Clemson. Have the model program in college football here in Clemson, South Carolina. And since the first time I stepped foot on this campus in 2003 as an assistant, I have truly seen and believed in the greatness and potential of Clemson University. 8 years ago when I got this job, we set out to put Clemson football back on top. And today, it is a reality. I truly hope through what this team has done that we can give a lot of people hope out there. That greatness is for all of us. And that if you truly believe, you can do anything. And to dream big, man. I'm talking about extravagant dreaming. Extravagant. And that's what these guys have done. And that's why we're here. And I'm also very excited to help us continue to be the very best we can be. What we've taught in our program is that it's always about what's next. It's always about what's next. God put our eyes in the front of our head, and our eyes will be passionately looking forward to what comes next. It's great to have these trophies. These are awesome. This is the trophies over the past several years. But this right here was the only thing we hadn't done. We've done everything except that. When I got the job in 2009, we hadn't won the division. Now we've won it 5 times. We hadn't won the ACC in 20 years. Now we've done it 3 times. We hadn't had 10 wins in 20 years. Now we've done it 6 times. What I'm trying to say, in order to do something again, you got to do it once. And this group got it done. They knocked the lid off of this program. Just like all these other things, let me tell you, we will do it again. I don't know when, but it will not be 35 years. tell you, deep in my bones, how happy I am for you fans, for the Tiger Nation, for your support. It's just incredible. This is a special place, a bunch of special people. You follow us all over the place. You show up at 5 o'clock in the morning when we're getting back. I'm so happy for y'all. I cannot wait to be back here April 8th for our spring game, and this stadium better look just like this. Last thing I'm gonna tell you, in 2010, I did the press conference after the season. We didn't have a great season. And I said, you know what? I know we didn't have a good year this year, but we're building something special. And when 2020 gets here, we're gonna look back, and this is gonna have been the best decade in Clemson football history. So what I'm trying to tell all of you, what a great day, what a great moment. It's magical, it's what we've dreamed about, but the best is yet to come. It is yet to come. So just make sure that everybody enjoys the journey. I love all of you, God bless you, and go Tigers.
And all God's children said, "Go Tigers."